Right, well, once again, we'll try take 1, take 2, take 3. 3 times I've tried to get this video online, and each time I've had to go back home, try and edit the video, and absolute rubbish with a flipping wind. It's been horrendous up here for the last 4 days. We've had it from the east, we've had it from the west, we've had it from the north, and today it's blown it from the south. So this is a beautiful northeast, you might know. Cannot beat it. Right, let's crack on. What I did do yesterday, as I say, the first part of the video, I was starting up here, and by the time I got home and edited, it was no good. It was just far too noisy. But the second part, down there in the bottom polytunnel, I managed to get that one done. So I want to get this part over tonight, and maybe finish off down home. But we'll see how it goes anyway. But this is what we're up to this week. As I say, we've been put off and put off and put off every day by the wind. We've got stacks of stuff to plant out, but as I keep saying, they like the cabbages and brassicas and sprouts, and if you're putting them in, you've really got to firm them in. And I was lucky enough to get mine in before the gale started last Thursday. I went round, healed them in, really firmed them in, because in this wind, if it blows them loose, end up with a very poor plant. And that's what I keep telling people, just make sure you heal them well in. Cucumbers, so I've made sure I get up at night because I've got loads of watering down to do. I can spend an hour just up here in the big greenhouse and the 2 polytunnels just watering down. That's my job every night, regardless. Cucumbers as well. Look at them, absolutely fantastic little plants. Loads of people online complain about losing cucumbers and that, and of course, beetle, the old neck rot. And I keep saying it, year in, year out. You know, if you want a good cucumber, just grow it away. I never set my cues in melons away till April. Middle of April, end of April, that's fine. You've got the heat, you've got the light, and they should grow away really strong. But where a lot of people fall down on with cucumbers is overwatering. And I keep saying it, overwater a cucumber, it gets it on the neck, and it just keels over, and that's it. End of story, forget about it. But they're first class. They're a bit dry, but no doubt I'll put a bit of water in the tray tonight. And of course, once again, once they're in the pots and the trays, here's my tray, there's my pots, sit in the tray, water from down below. You know my mixture, I keep telling you, 3-2-1 mixture, plenty of sharp sand in it. More sharp sand in it the better, nice and gritty. Your water's in a tray, your plant will soak it up, it'll be like rock and paper. Your plant will take what water it needs, and that's all you need to do. So you can't overwater it. But that's where I always grow mine, in the small pots. Got some planted out along the back here already, and they're standing up. I only planted them out this Sunday, and they're standing up strong as out. They're the Diva. No, sorry, they're the Telegraph, and these are the Diva. I've grown Diva for years. Absolutely fantastic little cucumber. Not a big cucumber, not like a Telegraph, but, you know, get a decent length of them. But these are beautiful. But not really like, I like a crystal lemon. I've got crystal lemon in the bottom polytunnel, where we've been digging out some of the early taters, and we've been trying to get the chrysanthemums planted out, trying to get the peppers planted out, and outside, as I say, we've been held up outside for days now. I've got celery, I've got onions, I've got leeks, all sitting in the beds there, ready to be planted out, but they're going to have to wait until at least Wednesday before this wind actually dies down. As I say, I've just come up and taken in there, and already the wind's picking up again, so I'm hoping to get this part of the video over with before one of the jobs I've got to do. John Murphy commented on my Facebook page the other night about the strawberries. Well, there you are, John. There's my pal. You can see. Absolutely first class crop. I'm over them. 1, 2, 3 heads on there. Three heads of fruit. Absolutely fantastic. And of course these are the Colossus. Yeah, these are the Colossus. Now, you know, as I keep saying to people, you don't need a big plant, and that's spot on that. It's nice and small. It's squat. It's perfectly clean, and all that's had is a few garlic sprays, and I give them a baking powder spray a fortnight ago, and they're absolutely spot on, lovely and clean, no pests whatsoever. Now we've had no feed whatsoever since since February when I put the I gave them a sprinkling and sulphate of potash. Once we brought inside, cleaned up, had a spray, and I've got a level teaspoonful of sulphate of potash, and that's the only feed these have had. And that's a fruit you can expect. Absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon with them. They're growing really great. So me and Roger's going to have some strawberries and ice cream and water. Now this little one here, it's got 3 lovely heads of fruit on. They're coming away a little bit smaller, but that's what's exciting me more, because it's sending out runners. And of course, I ordered some new strawberries last year. I'm really disappointed with them. And it's a really good company that I've used for years for seed. But I thought I was going to exchange my Cambridge, which I've had for about 15 years, for a new strawberry. It was the Strawberry Albion, and I'm really disappointed in it. It's grown, but nowhere near as far as what I would have had my plants on at this time of the year. Now, if you want to follow me on how me and Roger grow our strawberries, just keep an eye on the videos. Usually about the end of June, beginning of July, we'll start taking runners, and that's the first part of getting your strawberries ready for next year. If you want first class crops like these, and now just follow her, and we'll show you how to get some cracking crops. Bring that one down. As I say, that first class little, that bunch here alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beauties in there. That's 1 bunch, that's 2 bunch, that's 3 bunches, 3 hands on there. And when they come off, these are going to swell out. If you have got little immature fruits that are unripening, best to nip them off. Once again, first class plant, beautiful and green, no disease whatsoever, nice and clean, and once again it's had no feed. So I might be tempted, once I take these first fruits off, I might be tempted to give it a bit of nitrogen, a bit of nettle juice. I can put a bit of nettle juice or a bit of turmeric in a watering can, or seaweed. I've got some liquid seaweed. Bit of that in, give them a little feed of that just to perk them up. As I say, the first brush of fruits is over. Once these come off tomorrow, and then we'll start filling them with the second ones. The far one's looking a little bit wilty, because it's got a ton of fruit on there, and it's wilting down a bit because it's short of water. That's one thing you have got to be sure of. Once again, I put the strawberries in the trays, and they'll grow great. No problem whatsoever. That's the strawberries out the way. I hope you're impressed with them, John Murphy. He had some cracking plants. But yeah, these are the Colossus, and we're going to take some cuttings off them come July. Now the Grapevine, if you can see where I am up here, just have a look out the back there, just to make sure we're on it. Alright. Yeah, the Grapevine, Bev Riddle from Wolverhampton. Well, I mentioned in the last video. Now this hasn't been fed either, the Grapevine. This is a 2nd year rod. I planted this rod last year from a seedling the year before. I grew it on last year, and this is its 2nd year. It's absolutely cracking. Over the moon with it. In a nice big pot. Now the side shoots, what I've done, taken the side shoots off the main rod, and I've let them go to the little embryo there, grapes. 1 leaf past the embryo, and stop it. The same that one, there's the embryo there, 1 leaf, stop it. And then we'll come up again, bunch of grapes there, 1 leaf, stop it. And the same there. Well, that's my main runner at the main cane, running up there, and there's a little bunch of grapes on the top there, so I'm just going to leave that. But on the back here, there's another piece growing out the back there, so I'm going to nip that off. 1 leaf, always leave 1 leaf on. I'm going to nip that one off. So that is now first class framework. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bunches of grapes on there. Absolutely spot on for that size. You don't want to force them too much, is what I'll show you on the next part of the video, down the bottom polytunnel. Yeah. You don't want to force them too much. That's perfect for 5 bunches. And as I said before, at the end of the year when you're having a barbecue, you put your cheese and your wine down, and ask for grapes, you stick that on the table and be over the moon. It'll be easy enough to carry, because if you make your framework right, your fingers in there and you should be able to pick it up quite easy. So you stick that on your barbecue table with 5 nice bunches of grapes going down there. A fantastic talking point. But you'll have to go back last year when I planted that up and I says I'll show you how to grow a pot grown vine. Now next year what will happen, you can leave these side branches on, or when the grapes come up you can cut them right back to the first leaf there. That first join there. It's a node coming from the branch. You can cut it right back to there. And what will happen next year, it'll send more side shoots out. And you do exactly the same thing. Just keep the side shoots. Stop it at the top where you want it to, the size you want it to, or you can grow it on a little bit farther out if you want. You put an extra cane in there, grow it a little bit farther out, so you've got a couple extra bunches. You can hit 6 or 7 or 8 bunches. It's up to you, but as your vine gets older and your canes get a bit stronger, it can take a bit more weight. But that's the idea of them anyway. But at the moment, what fruit's coming on fantastic. I'm over the moon with it. What I want to do tonight before I knock off is to cut the peach tree back. But that we'll do in a minute. But for the time being, we'll get ourselves away back down the bottom tunnel and we'll try and sort this thing out. Okay. Okay, well, here we are. I hope the wind isn't going to pick up again. It was tempting to before, but it seems to have settled down for a wee bit. Now, what I've been doing here this morning, trying to get some of my chrysanthemums planted out. And what the chrysanthemums are in the old recycling boxes. I'll plant two recycle boxes and well cleaned up, and hopefully we shall get some first-class blooms off them. And of course, right along the back, I've got our fish boxes, and they're filled up with peppers. These are the American block peppers. I like to save my own seed, and they're doing fine. Maybe just in a week's time, what I'll do is I'll put some canes in and string a few bits of string along, and just give them something to tie up. I'll stop them probably tomorrow once they've only been planted out since yesterday. So I'll give them a couple of days to get their roots in, and then what I'll do is I'll stop them. I'll cut all the tops out of them, and that way we'll hopefully get a nice bushy plant that'll not go too high to the top, because they've only got about a 3-foot height to the tunnel there. They're on a nice big high bench, so I don't want to grow them too tall. As I say, and by stopping them, we'll be able to control it. Now the grapevine I want to start on today, I want to show you just how I've been pruning this one back. I'll do exactly the same as what I did with the one in the pot. Here's my main rod off last year. That's just been grown on. There's a few bits of side shoots grown from it, but we'll leave them on just for the time being, because what I'll do is I'll run a cable along here, and that'll be tied up to the cable all the way along. And every year, this can grow about 4 or 5 foot a year. So we'll have one main stem right way along the top there. Now the side shoots exactly the same what I did in the pot one. I start throwing side shoots up. So what I do is for the side shoots here, just leave a bunch of grapes on there and cut up one leaf past the side shoot. That's 1, 2, that one there. In fact, I'm going to take that one out altogether because it's interfering with that. There's a lovely bunch of grapes there. I'm going to let that one grow. Now that one just up a height, I'm going to take that one out. So we've got a nice bunch here, nice bunch here, nice bunch there. That leaf there, past there. As I say, I don't want to put too much strain on the plants. This is only a first year cane. As I say, I just planted them last year. So all I want to do is get them. I'm going to use that as a side branch. So I'm going to. You find that they're nice and flexible. You know, if you just go careful with them. And where I put this framework up for the cucumbers, I'll use that to my advantage. And there we are. That's one frame there. Now next year, what I'll do is I'll keep this framework up here. I'll save that branch, and that'll turn into a rod next year. So from that rod, we'll get side shoots growing, and we'll get bunches of grapes all the way along there. So we'll do exactly the same here with one of these. There's a nice one there, grown away. We'll turn that in there. Oh, of course it's caught on one of the it's caught on one of my roof wires. So I'll just gently bend that, put that in there, and put it around there. Now we have it all ready. We're seeing the start of a good vine. Now this one here, big stage shoot here, I'm going to take this out all together. Just one leaf. Got a couple of nice bunches on it, but I don't want to take it out. So we've got that nice one there. We've got that one there. We've got another little bunch here. Take it out there. Just give me a cut of one leaf. There's got an extra bunch on there. So I'll cut that bunch up. Run that back. It's an easy job, just working your way through them. You see the bunches, there's a lovely bunch on there. I'm going to use that, but I've snapped it. Take it off, but just below there's a fantastic bunch there. So what you want to do is, if you can, there we are. Leave the bunches on. That's the best ones, the ones that's hanging down. Another one at the back there. There's 2 or 3 bunches in here, so I'm going to have to cut a couple of these off because there's just too many. And what I do is to see what I don't do is overstress the plant. There's a lovely bunch growing there. Just take the leaves out if they're in the way, because you want to get the light through them. Well, that's fantastic for me. Well, that one here, I'm going to leave that one on. There's a bunch here and a bunch here. Take that one off. I'm going to leave this on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around here, and I'm going to train that along that end. So I'll have one along there, and 2 along there. That's 4 branches. Now next year, out of them 4 branches, I can take the side shoots off. Just let the bunches grow on, and cut all the little side shoots back, all the growth, the extra growth, cut them back. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rods producing grapes. If you get 4 or 5 bunches on each rod, 20 bunches of grapes, in your 2nd or 3rd year, you're doing really well. But that's where I like prune grapes. As you see, I've got 2 nice leaders there now. I'm over the moon with them. I've got a top, and actually I've got a 3rd one there. Tip him into there. Once again, I'll take him around. If I can get my bar out of the way, and the cutting still, I'll be over the moon. I'll take him around into here. Come back into there. God, the heat in here, it's unbelievable. Back round there. So this one over here, I'm going to have to cut that right back. So, as you can see now, we've got 1, 2, 3 side shoots. I'm going to use this as main cordons next year. Got the main stem, and one going up, and one coming around this corner. So I'll have 5 stems, right, which I can use for fruit for next year. And that's the way to do it. Well, that's all brown wood there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that old brown wood out, because where I cut it last year, at the knuckle there, where I cut it, there's a nice new one come out. So I'm going to cut the old one off, the old stem off. That's it. Absolutely no good whatsoever. A little bit of new growth come from there. But the new one, so that one I'm going to take out altogether. I think I'm putting the right one. Yes, I am. I want to keep that one and then put the wrong one out. The one underneath. And then put the one leaf. Put them out. Right, that's better now. There we are. So we're spot on now, and that's the way I like to grow the vine. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bunches on there that I can see. Now what I can do later on, as these start growing, I can put a couple of bunches away for one. Not to be too greedy, just grow it out. The sun is absolutely burning now. I was freezing cold in the top, you know. Now the sun's come up, it's flipping red on down here. So I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to leave cutting that peach tree down till tomorrow. We'll end the video off down there, because there's a load of work to do on that peach tree. It's absolutely growing. It's like a jungle at the far end. But that's a grapevine. You know, Bev and Roy from Wolverhampton wanted a bit extra care on the grapevines. Well, that's what you do, Bev. Build your frame up for this year. If it's a first year rod, build your frame up first. Just carry a few fruit, not too many. Don't get greedy. Feed it well. I've got cucumbers in here, I've got all sorts, and of course they're all going to grow up together. Be fantastic in a couple of months' time, but I'll keep you well updated. So meantime, I'm going to have a cold drink and get out of this tunnel because it's absolutely baking. I'll finish this video off tomorrow. Okay, well, a little bit warmer in here. Oh, if you remember the peach tree I planted last year, there we have it. First year. Absolutely fantastic. Got some lovely little peaches on. So what I'm doing at the moment, once again, the same thing as what I did with the grapevine. I'm still building the framework up. The first branches last year, I tied to the bottom here, and then I've got the middle branch here, and then a second branch coming away here, and this year they've sent some big heavy shoots out the side, so these side shoots I'm going to start tying in, like that one there. What I'm going to do is cut away the little extra ones coming from that shoot. I'll put another cane in there, stretching up to there, so that'll fill that gap in there, and I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So you see where they're starting to overlap these ones here. Just go back to one leaf and nip them out. Especially that one there. That's right in the middle. That's not going to be any good to anybody. That one's snapped and that one's going away from the bottom, so we'll take that one out. We'll probably get into that one and all from this side. That's been snapped over because of the weight. Really, I should have pruned them back a lot earlier than this, but as I say, with the way things have been at the moment, I'm over the moon with that, and of course this top end here, I've got to get up there and start cutting that back. But for the peaches that's on this here, I'll put a couple of tyres on that one there, just taking away some of the rubbish, some of the dead leaves and that. And of course, if there is any smaller peaches on, there's a one there, and what I'll do is I'm going to take that one off, because usually when the June drop comes and it sheds the excess fruit, if it hasn't shedded by then, I normally can just go along and just pull it off. I've got just a little immature piece here. It's not going to do any good. It's in between them two nice big ones there, so I'm not doing any harm to them. Just pull that one out. It'll be the same on the other side. There's a few peaches on there, but for the first year, I'm over the moon. It's all about building your framework up. Get your framework built up for a tree. If you get a few fruits off, well, that's a bonus for me. As I say, I'll get all this framework tied in, and then next year hopefully it'll be lovely and strong. I'll do exactly the same over that side as what I've done here. I'll pick one of them runners there and pull it back in, and so we'll build up a frame, a fan shape all the way up. You'll do exactly the same with the apples outside. My fan apple trees are starting to shed some new, send some new growth out, so I'll be tying that one in a couple of weeks' time. But for the time being, I'm going to crack on and prune as much of this back as I can, so at least then the fruit is getting the air that it needs. You're getting the air in between the leaves and that. It's getting the sunlight in. It's getting plenty of water, plenty of manure water. That's all that's getting. It's had a feed of some bit of potash in February when I do most of my fruit trees, fruit bushes. And really, what I could benefit now was a bucket of horse manure around it, keep the roots nice and cool, or a bucket of seaweed, whatever. Potash for your fruit, and that'll feed them to no end. Now, the last thing I'm going to do tonight is to go down and check on the nettle barrel, because that's been in 3 weeks now, and it should be ready by now. With the heat we've had the last few days, I'm going to take a stick down, just hold your noses, take a stick down, give it a good stir, because what I want to do, I'll turn around and I'll show you the peppers and the chilies in the tunnel house here, in the melon house. Because what I want to do is I want to start giving these a feed. I'm over the moon with these. These are block pepper. These are American block pepper. That's all these on this line here. And then we'll round over here. We've got yellow bell peppers. I've got some yellow chilies that I got off John Murphy once again. They're growing away really well, and I've got the grapevines in the far end there, the cuttings that I took last year. But yeah, I'm over the moon. Things are coming on really well. They're romping away. If I just take my tripod out and just give you a little look on this bench here, it's absolutely berserk. There's a sweet corn there, growing away, fantastic again as usual. I've still got cucumbers here. These are the crystal apple, the little lemon ones. These are going to be getting planted out soon. I've got more diva over there. I've got a tray full of lettuce to pot off, and I've got the courgettes there. The summer holiday, the little round yellow ones, and I'm going to plant a few of them in between the chrysanthemums at the bottom end there. But yeah, for the time being, we'll pop in and we'll have a look at see how this little ball's getting on. Okay. Okay, right. Here we are once again. I knew I had to open sectors for some reason. Of course, the old blackberry's been growing away again. One of these days I'm going to have to get the back of this tunnel, cut it out altogether, because it's just a pain at times. Get your hands ripped on it. You haven't got your gloves on. Just cut that back. That's out of the way. Well, quite a bit of damage the last couple of days with the winds. A few of the lats that are on the polytunnels have been blown off, ripped away. God, the cobwebs. You get sick of them. Right, and as I say, the wind's just starting to pick up there a little bit, so the sooner we get finished off the better. But this is what I wanted to come to check on. Of course, you remember I started this off a fortnight, 3 weeks ago. And this is one of my favourite feeds. Just got it. God, Bennett! Whew. It is absolutely manky. It's got a thick coating on the top. Rather than nettles, of course, I've been packing the nettles in over the last couple of weeks, bringing bagfuls up every other day. It's a nice look at it. It's like tar, it's like oil. Oh, it is unbelievable. If you've never done this, and then you're in for a shock. That is fantastic. And that is now ready. Oh, it's beautiful, that. It absolutely stinks. And it's a lovely, rich, dark green. So all I'll do is I'll get a sieve, a bucket that out, through a sieve, into a watering can, and you can get that 10 to 1. Or what you can do, if you strain it really well through a muslin cloth, which I think I will do this week, I'll take a jug full out, I'll give it a really good straining, and I'll add it to my spray. I'll take that down home because I have got a few chilies and peppers in the greenhouse at home. So I'll add a bit of Epsom salt to it, and that will be a good spray for the peppers. It's fantastic, gives them a little bit of feed and a bit of a pick-me-up, a bit of a boost. So I'll definitely be taking some of that out tomorrow and starting to feed these chilies and peppers on there. It's a great feed for all your onions, your leeks, your cabbages, anything. And of course your nettles free. If you know where you can go a piece of wild land like I do, or an old football field around the edges, you're going to find nettles, chop them down, don't throw them away, get them in your water bin and make a fantastic juice, and you can feed most of your plants on it. It's nitrogen, so the like your fruit trees and that, don't bother, because when your fruit's coming on, it's potash that you want now, not nitrogen. You can give them an early feed. I like to give me strawberries an early feed with that if I've got some overwintered. When I first put the strawberries in, I give them a little bit of nettle juice, and that just helps them bulk up, nice green plant on before they settle down for the winter. And we'll talk about that later on though. But for the time being, I'm just glad to get up and get this video on live. As I say, we've struggled the last 4 days in the wind up here. Been absolutely horrendous. So what I'm going to in the next video, I think I'll give you a walk around the polytunnels. We'll talk a bit more about the fruits and a bit more about the courgettes, cucumbers and marrows. A lot of people, as I say, they have a bit of bother growing them, but I'll give you a few tips on them, and that in the next video they should be okay. But I've got this cherry tree to prune back. That's another job I've got to do. This is just at the end of the bottom polytunnel. A lot of the side branches poking out here now, so I'll have to get that pruned back. I'll be over the moon. One of these days we'll get caught up. We've got loads of planting to do outside. I was hoping to get some beetroot in the night, but it's getting a bit late. By the time I get water down here, it's going to take me another hour, which will take us to 6 o'clock. And then I've still got my home, get back down home and get the greenhouse there watered, and all the plants I've just potted up. I've got hanging baskets to put up at home, so you know, I'm busy all the time. But I just wanted to get this video out and let people know I'm still going. Even though we're busy, I like to keep in touch with us, and one way is say my Facebook page. If you can't wait for the video, and catch you up on the Facebook page. It's Jeff Foreman on the plot. Just send them a friend's request and we'll get you signed up. But thanks to all the new subscribers. There's quite a few coming online over the last few weeks. You know, over the moon. So you're getting something from the channel. And they're giving you a few tips, and as I say, that's what gardening's all about. It's sharing, you know, just helping different people out in different ways. I get loads of questions asked of an evening, but you know, once I've had my bath, I've got my can of beer, open my laptop, I'm quite willing just to sit there and chat away most of the night. But for the time being, I'm going to crack on up here. As I say, get the watering done, get all the watering done. It takes me a good hour now, so I better crack on now. Otherwise, the missus will be wondering where I'm getting to. And then I've got my home garden to water down when I get on there. So, yeah, busy times. But hope you're enjoying the vids, as I say. Been all about the fruit trees this week. If you want to comment down below, as usual, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But for the time being, in the next video, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon on the plot. Okay?